Guys, welcome back to Game On as we continue speaking everything football. Guys, I have like my friend. Do I consider you as my friend or my co-host? My opponent. We don't support the same team, but at the end of the day, we love the same sport, which is football. But before we can get to what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about Chelsea and where the state of Chelsea is, because he's a Chelsea fan, a Real Madrid fan. So there's nothing much to be said about Real Madrid because they're doing so well, but there's a lot to be said when it comes to Chelsea. Good for us, they're doing bad. But anyway, before guys, like we can talk about what really happened during the week and everything. There's this thing, so I've always wanted to talk about it. It's just that I took time, and I don't know why I took time, but it's been a minute. So I went to this footy fan link up thingy, where all like different teams, different supporters, like we meet up and we linked up and we watched like football and everything. It was nice. We even watched the Manchester United when they were playing with Chelsea and everything. So the nicest part about it is like actually having different people being there. I don't even know half of those people. I think all of them. I don't think I knew all of them. But what I liked, exactly, that's what I liked about it, is that we didn't even have to ask each other's names. It's like, oh, you're in the same team. Yeah. Oh, we're an opponent team. My team is better than yours. Like imagine Chelsea saying my team is better than yours.
we got stars. You don't have it, so forget about you being better than us.
And people, it's always it always has to go back to the history, but we're fine. We're okay with it. So that was the nicest part about it. But my favorite part was seeing Girls' Day. And there's a reason why I'm saying Girls' Day.
What's the reason?
It's because normally when girls watch football, others is because like, your boyfriend came with you and everything. It doesn't always start there, but it was so nice seeing my girls actually showing up in their cute jerseys and everything, having conversation with other ladies about football, and actually having proper conversation. That was the nicest part about it. So it was nice. So if you wanna join,
continue.
that you see, yeah guys, but that's one thing I loved about that is women were just like being there and all that. So you guys must just join into the footy fan link up. So I'll just put it there if you want to be part of the family, and next time when they have the link up again, you should show up with your jerseys. It's always nice, easy as that. But other than that, we get back to the Premier League. And going back to the Premier League, just gonna sum up what happened during the week. And today I have the Chelsea fan, because I'm so concerned about Chelsea, guys. The way I'm a good supporter, I'm a good friend, I'm concerned about Chelsea and everything.
About my team.
We are concerned about Chelsea because we wanna know what is happening with Chelsea. What is really happening with Chelsea? You guys played this weekend and you lost what? 5-1?
4-1.
Was it 4-1? I'm even taking it up. They lost like 4-1. But like looking at how Chelsea was playing, and remember you coming back from losing again, from drawing with Manchester United.
Yeah.
So now you're coming back to being beaten by like.
No, but drawing against United, it's okay. United is one of the biggest team in England. You should remember that.
Yes. No. Yes.
It's not because they are not consistent that makes them a small team. Losing against United. Of course, I would love my team to beat United, but it's not a trash match. It's not a bad thing actually. So we almost won. They scored the last minute, I think. So
what is that? In football, almost doesn't count.
Yeah, we wanted to win, but we couldn't.
Almost doesn't count. But also with the game that you guys played with Manchester United. No, with the game that you played with Manchester United, you still lagged there. Because if you could look at the first half, Manchester United were a better team than you guys. I think in the second half, that's where you started putting up. You played better.
One thing you guys are forgetting is we've got a new coach. He never bought any of our current players. He's trying to build a team with players that he found. It's something that is not easy. And remember, we're approaching the World Cup. We have never had a World Cup around this period. Some players are playing very safe.
To make sure that they don't get injured.
That's one of the biggest thing that is happening with football now. And then also remember, we're losing our best players. We just got a new coach because Chelsea can't play without Kante and Reece James.
Yes.
We cannot. Yes. That's what happened last season. And then Ben Chilwell, of course. So it's not easy for us to change coaches and then to lose our best players. We tried. That was the first. Okay, I know you're talking about United, but yeah, before Brighton, we didn't lose any game.
Yes, you did. I think this was their first game with the new
Yeah.
coach that you've actually lost.
And then also one thing, we were playing against his previous team. So, you know, it's always not easy for you to face. It's like you meeting your brother. How do I put it? It's like you
meeting your ex-girlfriend. I'm trying to say when someone said meeting your ex-girlfriend looking all hot because they are from Germany.
Exactly. So they kind of know his tactic.
Oh,
just
yes,
like
yes,
they know him, but he doesn't really know them because they change coach.
Oh yes.
So
but they know him and how he thinks.
Yeah, and also you meeting them, you don't know how you want to beat them. You know, it was not easy for us to beat them. Of course, we lost. We're building a team. We're building a team again. I know we've been building teams because we're not consistent with coaches. We change coaches all the time. I know.
Because that's one thing I wanted to ask, that looking at Potter, do you think Potter is what Chelsea needed so far with the games that you guys play? Do you think Potter is what Chelsea needs? I know you want to build and whatsoever, but going forward in how he thinks, his tactics and all that, do you still feel like Potter is what Chelsea needs?
You know the reason why we've been changing coaches is because for the past 10 years, I think Chelsea has been a better team, the best team in England.
Yeah, right.
Because we won 2 Europa League and 2 Champions League. None of them have done better than us. So we've built this thing in us that we need to win trophies. So if we don't win, we're not like United now.
You always have to reference. You always have to
like
reference.
United now. If they don't win,
you always have to reference. You're not like whose team. But
if
you're
they
not
don't
winning.
win, they can keep a coach.
Yes. Okay.
No, we sack coaches
when they don't perform.
They perform. Yeah.
I think it's because of the standard also of
exactly.
the team.
It's like Real Madrid now. They can't keep a coach for 2 years without winning anything.
So
we got that mentality now. So what is happening now? What happened last season affected us. With our president, and then with our coach, and then with our players. Everything has been changed now. For us to be among the top 5 or 6, it's like a miracle for us. You understand? It's like a miracle. We're struggling, of course we are, but we're building a team. And then, you know, when Chelsea build a team, you must be very careful. You know.
But what's gonna happen?
You know.
What's gonna happen?
I think the game against United, they also got a good coach.
Yeah.
I'm giving him credit. He's a good coach who doesn't like losing. So it wasn't an easy game. And then at the end of the day, the game, we thought we won already.
Yeah.
So our focus was on the game ending.
But the thing is, we know Manchester United in being able to come back at the last minute. They're good at that.
Ferguson.
So they're good at that. So I think one of the other thing is when I was looking at Potter and everything. So you've mentioned that the new players or the players that were brought in, such as Sterling, Squiliba and Cucurella, they're not actually Potter's main idea from the beginning. He actually, got them through Tuchel and everything. So looking at him using, because I believe when you look at it, he plays more of Sterling and everything. And then most of the time, I think that's where sometimes I get a bit confused in what do you think his plans are when it comes to ZH? Because there are some... No, the reason is there are some days when I kind of felt like you would rather prefer ZH as compared to Sterling and all that. And also, I get the fact that he has a relationship or knows Cucurella, but like there's some days where you kind of feel like Achiwell is better than Cucurella. So what do you think when it comes to that?
But pre-seasons are very important.
Yeah.
So if you don't prepare a team with players, when you come, Chelsea is a big team. You cannot just change everything. You can't locate main players, first of all. Even if they're not your favorite, you keep 4 or 5 of them. And if you remember, he only lost the last game. In the league. So you've been winning with those players. So you don't know how to bring your favorite players. Sometimes you gotta get confused. And at the end of the day, if you don't lose point, you keep those that are playing. I'm sure he's been playing with Cucurella.
Yeah.
I'm sure he wanna play Cucurella sometimes. But then you find the team Cucurella was not really starting. You don't just wanna come and start Cucurella over Chilwell. Because if you lose, it's gonna be a problem again.
It is.
He didn't really prepare the team before the league. So that's a big problem. Look at Manchester United. Okay, I don't know if it's true. The coach, the reason why he doesn't really want to play Cristiano Ronaldo, because he says, you didn't really play with me during the preseason.
But that's the thing. Cristiano Ronaldo, when he gets into the ground, he delivers. Should that be a factor for him not to get Cristiano Ronaldo in? Because I think I get the fact that people are like, we're going 2 minutes to Manchester United. I get the fact that a lot of people are complaining about, no, it's a team, it's not an individual thing and all that, and Cristiano Ronaldo is acting all like a child and everything. But as much as I understand that it's a team, I understand the frustration of Cristiano Ronaldo also. He's a big player who's being benched, who's not starting sometimes, and sometimes he wants to be substituted. Come on, and especially if you know that when you put him in, he makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
And we've seen it so many times that you can actually put him in, he makes a huge difference. So getting him or benching him, it kind of like, it is questionable. So
Definitely.
you will start asking that, as the coach, does he actually like Cristiano Ronaldo? We're not saying he doesn't. Or is it a matter of, we need to start preparing the team, building the team outside of Cristiano Ronaldo, because obviously he's not gonna stay. I don't think we coming January he would wanna, you know. So they say he's not gonna come to Chelsea. Possibly.
Now I understand what you're saying. It delivers, but the most important thing for a coach is the team winning trophies before players.
Before players, yeah. Because that's what they look at you.
Yeah, I'm not saying, sorry to jump from Chelsea to United. I'm not saying the reason why Manchester didn't win anything last season is because of Ronaldo. No. But at the end of the day, Ronaldo scored like 18 or 19
He was like,
goals.
I think it was the toppest.
But then if the team doesn't win, the team couldn't even qualify for the Champions League. It becomes a problem. You see, I'd rather have players scoring 5 goals and 6, like having 10 players scoring 7 goals but winning the trophy. Than having one player scoring 30 goals and then I don't win anything. I can't even qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
It is.
And then when he came, you know, if all the speculation that Ronaldo wanted to leave, the best thing to do, play the preseason. So I think that's what is affecting our coach.
Yeah.
He didn't prepare the team before. You don't even know if half of those players are not his favorite players.
Yes,
but he has to play with them. He doesn't have a choice now. And then we didn't even play like more than 10 games with him. But then we only lost just against his team, his previous team. So...
which can be excusable.
Yeah, excuse us for that, please. So give us time. I'm not really a big fan of Potter, but I don't hate him because I don't really know him. And then look at coaches out there. It's not like we had many options.
Oh,
the only one we could pray for is Zidane. He didn't want to coach.
He didn't want to coach. Yes.
I wasn't gonna go for Pochettino. No, I'm not a big fan of Pochettino.
They didn't do much. Also
exactly. The only one I could think of is the one for Leicester, Rodgers. But look at what
is happening
doing
right now. Exactly. I was thinking he's gonna be the next coach. He's gonna be sacked soon.
It's not like we had many options. So the best we can do now is to give him time. We're building a team. I know we build every season, but it's fine. But we win trophies.
But like, what do you think your impact is? How big of an impact not having Kante and James as
it
part of the team?
affects you. Kante and James, it's like 60%. So it's like you're playing with 40%.
Because when I was watching the game and also when I was watching the Manchester United game, there's like literally, and I know if your brother was here, he was gonna say how much I hate Sterling, because he has this thing of thinking that I hate Sterling and everything. But I don't hate him. It's just that sometimes I feel like he's one player who's not aware of his
I would go for Jesus.
Yes. Okay, preferably. Because there are some point where I think also he did that with the Manchester United games where I felt like he over dribbles and everything. And you're like, he's a player who's in good position.
Exactly.
You could just pass and
actually
have more, have more goals going to. No, he wanna over dribbles. He doesn't look at his surroundings. So for me, I feel like he's also not like one of the smart players.
Exactly.
Or he's gonna be a player who's gonna make like a huge difference unless if right now he starts changing and be aware of his environment, because that's what I kind of feel like.
No,
and
it
was doing
in
Manchester, in City, and your brother would always say you hate Sterling and everything. Because sometimes you feel like be smart about it.
For me, it's not about being smart all the time. I do play soccer. I prefer playing with people that are hardworking. He's a hardworking player.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to take it away from him.
Yes.
But
And he
Don't
got
be
us
confused.
he was part of the people who actually made us win the league.
Yeah,
so
he's your
shout out to
legend.
him.
So we are
No,
small
he
team,
is.
so he's your legend. So be respectful.
No, I
No,
do
but-
respect him because he actually played a huge part when he played Aston Villa at the last where we came back from like I need to highlight that part when we came back like from a 2.
You
to
guys
a
bribe
3.
people. You bribe teams to win trophies.
No,
So what I'm trying to say
no.
is, you might not be smart as a player. Don't be confused all the time. Like there's a player, like you said, there's a player next to you. Just pass the ball. That's simple.
Exactly.
That's very simple.
Exactly.
You know, like me, I'm a defender. I play as a midfielder as well. I don't like dribbling because I'm not technically strong. I know I'm a defender. I can read the game. So I don't like complicating myself. Do not complicate yourself. You know, players like Neymar, or Mbappe. Or
By the way, he did the whole dribbling thing when they played against. Sadly, Mbappe did not finish it, but that could have been a nice.
Exactly. You
finish.
see, he can do it.
He
You
did
can
it
just
so
run,
well.
run and pass the ball.
I think that's one of the an awesome moment.
It was
for
gonna be a
him,
great goal, yeah.
It was gonna be a great
Sterling,
goal.
you can just run.
Yeah.
Run and pass the ball. That's all we're asking you.
That's what we've been asking from City too.
Just run and
just
pass the ball.
and be aware of the environment around
Because
you.
you're not a good scorer. We all know that. But he works very hard on the pitch.
Yes.
So-
And he does like create opportunities when necessary, and he comes
Definitely.
through when necessary and all that.
But I think to conclude about Chelsea, our main problem is first of all losing those 2 players. It's not the coach first of all, because we played with Thomas last season. We were missing Reece James, Kante, and Ben Chilwell. And then it was the coach who gave us the Champions League, but he couldn't perform well because those are our main players. And then Thiago Silva, of course, like he was there.
Yes, he was
So this season again, those 2 players are not there. And then we getting a new president, a new coach, and then with players that are fighting so hard to play the World Cup.
Oh, yes.
They don't want to get injured. Some of them want to play for the first time.
I would want to also like pull back if I want to play for the World Cup and all that. So it
Exactly.
makes
We
sense.
overplayed. Reece James was selected for the last World Cup, but he never played. He never played.
Yes.
I believe he really wanted to play this one. So we overused him because we can't play someone because nobody's better than him.
Yes.
So we look at the result.
Yeah, that's what
So
that's what
we
happened
paid
right
for
now.
that.
That's what
And
happened.
those are our main problems.
Coming back to you guys, you playing this coming weekend, and you playing against the the top of the league guys. It is so funny how last time we spoke about how Arsenal, obviously we have to say it, Arsenal is not gonna make it and all that. But I think a lot of us right now we need to start giving Arsenal their
Let
flowers.
me rectify what I said last time.
What did you say? They ain't not gonna make it to top 4.
Top 4, yeah.
That was his first thing.
I think I boosted them. They should come and thank me. No, they're doing so well. They're really doing so well. They took time to build their team. We underestimated them.
Yes.
So they're doing well.
Yes.
It's gonna be very hard for them to win the league, definitely. Maybe if they beat City, they'll gain that one thing missing in the puzzle. You understand? But then we underestimated them while they were building their team.
Yeah.
Having one coach for so long.
They did. But I think we started seeing Arteta's differences, especially also with last season. It was sadly that Spurs were better, much more team than then to actually make it to top 4. But at least starting from last season, that's why we started seeing that, Arsenal is building now. They actually
But they've been they don't have that pressure that Chelsea and City have. Like they can keep a coach without winning major trophies for, like they've been with Arteta for I think this is the fourth season. Without qualifying for the Champions League.
And
but they're okay with that. We can't do that.
No.
So, but now
we need to win the Champions League.
No, forget about it. You need to play. That's it.
I know.
We need to win.
Oh wow!
So,
and the funny thing there, with the last 2 games that we played, City anyway did not score. That frustrated me because for me it kind of felt like, when people are saying City is good, but they're not good for the Champions League, I kind of felt like now I'm taking it personally right now.
This whole thing has to go with the World Cup.
Yes.
We're approaching. We're approaching I think this is the month, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't think player will give that much. Especially players from City, because they know when they'll come back from the World Cup, you guys have so many players, you'll bounce back.
Okay, going back to Arsenal. You know, we tend to like be all over the place.
So
but it is
Arsenal,
football.
they're doing well, but then remember we're playing against our women, our wife. We paid the bowler for that one.
Hey,
So-
Arsenal people, make sure. Okay, no. I want you to win, so I cannot be
I'll
saying
come
such
back
things.
here. No, they're good.
I want Chelsea to win. I want Chelsea to win.
On the paper, I think they're better than us right now.
Yes. But it's still not going to be an easy game. I don't think
it's a
Chelsea
derby.
is going to make it an easy game.
First of all, it's a derby.
And coming from a loss already.
Exactly. So we'll try to do better than last game.
Yeah, but and again, speaking on Arsenal, I think one thing that right now Arsenal players or these young players are doing right now is most of them are trying to get into the scoring lineup right now. Not only are they pushing or relying on Jesus and everything.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing right now I'm looking at Arsenal they are trying to do is just take out a bit of pressure outside of Jesus when you have your likes of Partey coming in and you know also have who's the guy who just scored Reyes, Nelson and everything.
Which one? The winger?
Who scored?
Martinelli.
Not Martinelli.
Oh, that young boy.
Reyes, Nelson, not Martinelli. And also Martinelli has been doing so well he's been scoring. So I think with Arsenal also being able to just like have different players coming through. But now I think Saka is injured.
He's injured,
but maybe I don't think his injury could actually let him off the World Cup.
I am not sure.
Nah, it wasn't that much of it. I think it was just like a matter of just protect him for the World Cup and everything. But other than that, we need to give flowers to Arsenal.
Definitely.
We need to give flowers to Arsenal and please guys win because
you know it's a derby. You know
it's
a derby. You saw what Chief did to us. I'm a Pirate fan. So you can't. You cannot predict for a derby.
Yes,
As a Chelsea fan, I want my team to win. But being realistic, I know on the paper but then it's still a derby, and then I believe us losing the last game will put less pressure on that. Arsenal now will have to deal with the pressure of not leaving the top of the table.
Yes.
So you need player that have experience. You see, like you see what happened with City. Once they get there,
yes,
they keep it.
They keep it
because they've got players like Kevin De Bruyne. They've been playing Gundogan.
We have a bench as compared to Arsenal and all that.
And then the experience. Players like Martinelli are so good, but they don't have experience. You see, so they'll have to deal with that pressure until the end of the season.
Oh yes, because that's what I wanted to ask to say. Right now, Arsenal have started so well. But my question for them is, we are seeing that they are trying not only to get to top 4, but they want to be like the contenders for the
now
league.
they're thinking.
I think right now that's what they are thinking about. Exactly. But for me, my question for them is, you are putting in the goals. We are seeing you guys remaining and being very consistent. But when you look at it, is Arsenal that team that can finish?
I'm confused now. They confuse me, those people. I am so confused. But
last season, normally in other previous seasons, they used to start very bad. You know, in the last 2 seasons, they started actually very bad and everything. But it was okay. So that's why my question is right now to say, Arsenal is actually doing so well right now, and we are seeing it. But coming in January and everything, do you think they're going to keep the same consistency? Do we see them as that team that can still keep the same consistency they are keeping right now? Can they finish? Is Arsenal a team that can finish?
With soccer, playing well comes with talent. If you have good players, definitely will play well. But keeping the consistency comes with mentality. Look at Real Madrid last season. Paris Saint-Germain was better than us. City, and then all those teams. Beating them was something that has to do with mentality. Because with Madrid, you have to win.
You have to win.
So with Arsenal now, I think once they get that thing, I think they can only get it if they beat City. And they can also lose it if they lose against City, because they've got two choices.
Yes.
Whether you want to beat them or be afraid of them.
Or be afraid of them, yeah.
So
And I think if once they win that,
it's like growing up, going to school. If there's one person bullying us, if you beat them, you think they can beat everyone.
Yes.
You need to they need to beat City, which is not going to be easy for sure.
Most definitely, it's not.
It won't be easy.
It's not gonna be easy.
So for this coming game, I think I'm gonna give my team. I'm gonna wish
a draw.
No. I want us to win. I know it's gonna be very difficult, but I want us to win. So yeah, but to be
If-
honest, they're better than us so far.
No, but if you were gonna choose like a score right now, or maybe not before we do that, if right now, because I'm checking how your coach Porter and everything plays. If you're gonna choose your starting 11, who would it be?
Definitely will start with Mendy now because Kepa is injured.
Yeah.
You can't start a team without Thiago Silva.
Fact.
Then you either cancel the league or start with Thiago
And he's back also. Yeah, he's doing so well.
Yeah.
Okay, we have men. You have Thiago.
Yeah, I would go for 4 defenders, but after conceding 4 goals, yeah, we need to park there. So I'll put Thiago, Koulibaly, and Trevor Chalobah.
Okay.
And then I saw Ben Chilwell being injured. I don't know if it's serious. I'll start with him, or
okay.
I'll put Corella. And then as a right back, I'll put Pulisic.
Okay.
The reason why I put him because he's faster and then Martinelli is very fast.
Yes.
Aspilicueta is getting old. Definitely won't stop that boy. And then I'm not a big fan of Jorginho. I am not.
He's the reason why you also guys won the Champions League. But I think after the Champions League,
why is he the reason?
I think after the Champions League, he started like that.
I'm not a big. He's very slow.
Okay.
It costs the team all the time.
But I think
But he's
after
very
the Champions
serious.
League, he started to
he's a very serious player, but he's not that talented. I'll put Kovacic and Loftus. I'll put Kovacic and Kono Gallagher.
Oh yes, he also did very well in the game that you guys played.
Yeah. Unfortunately, whether I like Aubameyang or not, and I'm not a fan of Aubameyang and Sterling. I'll start with them and Mount, and then if they don't perform well, I'll bring Armando Broja and Kai because I'm a big fan of Kai. I am a big fan.
But he started. He was very.
But he's not in a good
he's not
form. I
good
understand.
form right
so
now.
I
Yeah.
cannot just start him because I like him.
You need to be the coach now. You need to
so
be
that's
the
my
coach.
starting 11, and then if they don't do well, I'll bring Kai first and Broja.
Okay, so I think if I look at it, I think for me I would for the game with Arsenal, I think the score I'm predicting, because definitely Arsenal's gonna score. You guys.
Definitely. Wow.
You guys gonna score. I'm seeing a 2-1
for us.
I'm seeing a 2-1, and I'm seeing I'm seeing Chelsea winning it. I'm seeing Chelsea winning it because I'm seeing Chelsea winning it. Like we also spoke about the mentality at which and all that. That's why Arsenal has been doing so well and all that, but I'm still yet to be convinced by the teams.
Definitely.
Yeah, and everything. So just like this is it, guys. Today we just like decided, just gonna give it all to the Chelsea and all that because. And all that. But for Manchester City, for me, it was, if we're just gonna close up what happened to the weekend, is when we played Leicester City. We need to accept it's never been an easy team for us to actually dominate. Also last season we've seen that we've never actually dominated easily. But for me, this is where I am right now with Pep and all that. Because if you look at that game, you had Leicester like literally defending. They would like literally competing and defending. It was very difficult for City to actually score, and also not having Haaland. Also, those Mulanyana chances where you felt like we should have just taken those chances. So right now, my question is, I'm thinking, does Pep have any? More like any plans to actually when we play teams like that where they're so good at defense, because we can have like ball possession for way too long and we just pass, but we don't actually have any threat going forward. So my thought is as Pep aware of that kind of situation and those kind of games where we actually do struggle to actually conceive even chances and all that because of the type of defense that you'll find they get competed. So I don't see that, and for me that's where my concern is with City, is especially you're gonna have Gundogan missing a chance also in July. That was supposed to be our chance and all that, and now not having Haaland. Are we saying City is Haaland, which is not, definitely not, obviously, but right now we don't have a type of player that can finish like Haaland and everything. So what does Pep have outside of us having Haaland? Because if you could see, as much as KDB did score, it was really a tough game for us.
Definitely.
It was really one of the most difficult games for us. And I kind of felt like, I don't know, he needs to also think about those kind of these things right now when we're going to play, especially if Harad is not going to be there, or we're going to have teams who are going to have high in defense. So for me, that's what happens with City and Leicester. Obviously, I'm glad we managed to keep the distance of like with us.
No, but what I can say about City is, remember, this is a league. You won't be winning 5 goals all the time. 5-0.
Yes, but it was also difficult to actually even get the one.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the free kick, the question is, would have scored?
Leicester is a big team.
Yes.
Has been doing well for these past 5 years. So now that they're not doing well, they are afraid of being relegated. So,
yes.
Playing against a team like that, they see themselves as a big team or as a good team, but they're not doing well for now. Facing Chelsea City, they won't take a risk of attacking all the time.
Yeah.
They will not, because they've been struggling this season. So also for a club like City, who likes playing good football.
Yeah.
If you park the bus already, mentally you irritate them.
Yee.
So you irritate them.
Yes.
Like they are used to scoring goals after 20 minutes.
Yes, just
so
like
if they don't score, you irritate them.
Yeah.
You see, Real Madrid might not score after 20.
And
you
after
play
that,
counter-attack.
and
You don't play like football.
And when you look at
juicy
City,
football,
City is not good at the whole counter-attack and
yeah,
all.
City plays like they need to pass the ball all the time. So if you park the bus, you irritate them. Real Madrid can play 90 minutes without scoring. We are okay. As long as we can score one
Just
at the end,
goal.
that's it. So that's how you irritate teams like City. But then it takes a good team to irritate them until the end of the game. Because, you might, if you're not good, even if you park the bus, they'll come and
They
score.
always go, they always find a way to score and all that.
I think I'm not a fan of Pep Guardiola, but I know he's a good coach.
No,
he's
is.
a great. Yeah.
I'm a fan.
He needs good players too.
Yeah.
So I think that was happening. At least you guys won.
That is the most important game, the 3 points.
Yeah.
And then just like sum it up, what do you think is the problem with Liverpool? Because I feel like Liverpool they are not sure what the problem is.
I told you, big teams don't fall completely like that.
Yeah.
It comes gradually. Look at last season. They almost won everything. But then they started having problems with Mane and Salah. They couldn't fix. And it affected them. So they ended up winning 2 trophies only.
And also
with
penalties, yeah.
So already it affected them. I think
they've been playing a way too high intense play that obviously gonna get to a point you can't keep that kind of intensity season to season. So I'm also having injuries from the beginning affected them.
But
players could be tired.
I predicted that they won't make the top 4, and I'm still saying the same thing now. They will not.
Liverpool will not make top 4.
They won't.
So now we are taking Liverpool up, and
I took them out already.
Which one did you have? You didn't have Arsenal.
I had Chelsea,
yes.
City, Tottenham, and Manchester.
Manchester.
I'm taking away Tottenham.
Are we bringing Arsenal up?
I am, yeah.
We are giving Arsenal the flowers, guys. We're taking them. Yeah, I'm also taking them up.
But you put Liverpool.
I did. So I think right now I'm like exchanging. I'm swapping Arsenal for Liverpool because we are seeing the state of where Liverpool is. That's why I'm saying I don't think Liverpool themselves are figuring out what the problem is. And then I think also with Spurs have not been playing a very good football.
No.
Spurs have not.
I am so disappointed.
Me too. Since the beginning of the season, they have not been playing good football. They're just winning. They are able to win at the end and all that.
Because the fronts, you've got players like Son and Ken. They just need one chance out of 100 to score maybe. So they will deliver. So you see now, Son is injured. If they get Ken injured, they'll go down, definitely.
And most definitely. So guys, this is it for Game On with Sabina. Hopefully you're gonna tell us what your prediction with and what's happening with your team. So shout out to Arsenal for keeping it up there and being so consistent. And we just hopefully this coming weekend, Chelsea, please make me proud and everything. But like, man, there's nothing much to be said about Manchester United. They're doing okay. They're just
united.
They're just
So-
united. They're just doing it okay. They're just doing what is necessary when it's required.
Yeah,
but other than
they're trying to survive as
they're
usual.
just trying to survive and everything. But we know as long as they make, I think right now a lot of most teams they are thinking just getting to top 4. That would be
for
enough.
now.
And then you have C2s like we wanna win everything
Also,
right now
teams wanna be in a good position before the World Cup.
before the World Cup.
The
and
league will be
everything.
so different after the World Cup.
Yeah,
Trust me.
yeah,
It's gonna
yeah.
be very active.
It's very gonna be active, and like we said, a lot of players are just gonna come in so tired and everything.
Injured maybe,
Injured and
yeah.
everything. So at least we have highlight not going to the World Cup.
Yeah,
who's
at
gonna
least.
be cruising,
Yes.
just getting fit, making sure he's getting fit when when
Yeah,
other than
definitely,
that.
yeah.
So yeah, man. Next time when I'm bringing him up, we're gonna talk everything World Cup and who do you think might take the World Cup and everything. So.
Oh, England. Fun.
So guys, please don't forget to like, to subscribe, and do what you need to do all the time. So yeah, peace. Bye.
Bye, guys.